Welcome back. From the Banks collection, Banks the brand, Exclusiviti. I am now 23. You guys met me when I was 17. You met me at the Banks the brand shoot, 20, in uni, studying economics, full of life, creativity, wanted to get everything in my mind onto paper, into reality. Come along with us on this journey. You've seen and you've embarked me at different stages of my life. You've seen me try, you've seen me fail, you've seen me try, you've seen me win. It's a journey and I want you to be a part of it. We are currently in Vietnam, home to where the original hair comes from. On this journey, in this vlog, we're gonna be embarking on where they then make these bundles, wigs, wefts, all the sorts. 2, they're gonna educate us on how they go about their factory, how they go about their clientele, how they go about dealing with hair. You're gonna see me ask in detail questions that sometimes gets avoided, but we're gonna go and ask them anyways. We're gonna see the end product and how they package it up. We're gonna know the times and how to deal with certain and different types of vendors. Come on this journey, embark with me. We're in Vietnam, baby. Let's go. You're back. We're back. Come. Living area. Where we sit, think and plan. Kitchenette over here. Dining. Maybe. And then come. Where we see the nightlife of the locals. And we have one of the rooms over here. Then another place just to sit, think, reminisce. One of the rooms over here. Another room over here where I stay, where your queen lays her head to rest. Call me Belle. Then the bathroom here is quite spacious, quite big. Has some washing machines here, not currently using. And that's it for me. Hope you stay in the vlog. Marissa's live in Vietnam. Bye. Tomorrow, I do hope, so the plan of action is to go to a certain area and just feel our way through that area with all the factories. So there may be some factories that aren't on the list, but we're still gonna definitely feel it out because once again, like there are some hidden factories that may not promote through different social media platforms or whatever, but they might have their private clientele list. I wanna get onto that. So it's all about cutting the middleman out here and getting the best quality for the type of clients that I sell to. Rise and shine. We have started the day. It is currently 8. Wake up and we go get some food and literally just attack the day. However the day goes, how the day goes. We work with what we work with. We already have a good plan. So it's not like, it's just flow. Exaggerated, but I'm very expressive at the same time. So that is where we are going now. We're gonna get there at 11:12. That's literally 52 minutes from now. So right now I have my assessment graph, which you can purchase. You're gonna be able to purchase everything and how I went about this trip and areas, all of that, all the necessary things and all the right questions to ask on the ebook. So you'll be able to find that on the official website that is linked below. So here is literally all the questions, all the checks and the good signs and all the red flags and all the sorts of things. So I was able to make this but from my experience, and then I've got a final scorecard. They don't even call me now. Hello? How many donors is in this?
Yeah, I will tell you about that later,
okay,
when you guys can see our material.
Okay.
Because I know that when you come to other vendor, they will tell a lot about the single donor, right? Yeah, so I will tell you about that later. So how do you think about Vietnamese hair quality?
The best. I've tried Chinese, I've tried Cambodian, but it's just better that we know each other. Usually right now our clients are in Dubai, Nigeria, South Africa, the United States and the UK.
Yeah, I tell you, most of the hair in Vietnam is not Vietnamese hair. About 90% of hair in Vietnam is from India.
It's from India?
Yeah.
Why?
Indian hair. Because you know, most of the vendors around here, they focus on the African market.
And then where does this hair come from? Where do you source the hair from? Vietnamese hair.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's quite expensive now because it's rare.
So your raw hair, is it raw? And is it untouched? Is it processed? What's the definition of raw?
Yeah, we can use mostly we use a cuticle test to make sure the hair is raw or not. But you know, Vietnam now is quite developed, so not many people need to sell the hair for money, right? So the hair is more expensive for now.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the reason why in here they buy hair from other country and tell that Vietnamese hair.
So how long does the hair last for?
Yeah, it can be last like 4 to 5 years if with proper care. No problem.
What's proper care to you?
Yeah, proper care is mean you can just wash this like every week
Mm.
and take care of it.
Can I see your naturally wavy hair, please? And this is unprocessed.
Yeah, for sure, I can guarantee.
No smell. So do you wash the hair when you get the hair?
Yeah.
What's the process?
We only wash it and a little bit conditioner to keep the hair moisture. That's all.
So you don't put any additional.
No, we do not need.
And how can I guarantee that?
You can do any test you want. You use for a few times, a few weeks, a month, a few months to see how the hair looking after washing.
So we've got the raw, and then the naturally wavy bundle. And what inch this is? 26. Naturally wavy, 26. And your raw bundle, 20 inches. These are the wefts of them.
Sorry?
How many employees work here?
About 10 people. We have 3 factories and warehouses.
Are we able to go to the warehouse?
Yeah, for sure.
Wow.
Oh, actually, I call it. This is the door. But you can see this one. This is the material. So not everything in here is raw hair. As you can see, some have very light brown color.
Yeah.
So yes, it's processed hair for sure. We need to test to make sure it's raw or not because we only sell raw hair. For example, if we have 100 kg of material like this, we only select out like 30 to 40 kg. The rest we sell to other factory. Because with our brand, we only sell raw hair. Because you know, with the lady who donates the hair, if she already processes her hair, right? Already dyed the hair to color like this, so it's not raw anymore. So we need to select out. The raw hair doesn't mean the hair is a high quality.
So how long does it take them to, but do you feel like you're always on top of inventory? So you're never, so if I came to with you with a high amount of orders,
Yes.
how can I guarantee that you'll have enough hair?
Yeah, because you can see that this is our material, right? We have enough because we sell mostly 1 ton of hair, 1,000 kg. We have some customers, they order like 60 to 70 kg per month. It's normal.
So who makes the wefts? The
Yeah.
machines, hand, double machine, single?
Yes, we can make anything, as you can see downstairs, right?
So who checks the quality?
Yeah, my colleague, sorry, because today he already left here for vacation. That's my brother. In here mostly you can see that we are the family business.
Can you show me rejected hair, please?
You can see something like this. This one cannot pass the cuticle test for sure because you can see this is a dyed hair, right? Into this color. So yes, of course this one is not passed. Oh, I wish you had come to us yesterday.
Yeah, but we did landed yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yesterday, my colleague is still here, so I can show you more because he locked his door.
So what's the biggest complaint customers have?
With the quality, it's not much. Only the most complaint they gave us is about the price. I have to tell you about this quality. It's top quality already, so we do not have much complaint. But we are human. We do not 100% perfect, right? Sometimes we have a pack that they can complain about the tangle, but mostly because,
They complain about tangles.
yeah, but mostly it's not because of the hair, because they do not know how to handle it. Because you know, even with the real hair on our head, if you do not proper care it, it can be tangled as well.
That's true. And so if I suddenly ordered 500 bundles, could you fulfill it?
Yeah, for sure.
How long?
With 500 bundle, it take about 10 to 15 days.
Would the quality stay exactly the same?
Yeah, mostly. Yeah. In here, I have to tell you, mostly they cannot handle supply. So what can they do? When you cannot increase the price, you need to lower the quality. So they mix the hair with other quality, with lower quality inside to lower the price. So that's the problem. I think that's the problem with Vietnamese hair now. You can check around here. It's about over 15 vendors. But with this quality, I have to tell you only 2 or 3 vendors can provide the real quality like this. Yeah. You can go around and check. That's what I always recommend to our customer, that you should test the quality first to make sure that the quality it met your standard.
Yeah.
Long hair is our strength. We can provide up to even 60 inches if you want. Frontal with SD lace, yeah, for sure. 99% of it. If you want, we can go downstairs to have more light.
Yeah, let's go downstairs. Kings and queens. Can you see that? The knots are a big thing when it comes to frontals. The reason being is when you want to get that like natural, flawless install, the smaller the knots, the more seamless the install is and the more seamless the look looks. But the way that they hide it to you, if you get your hair from like some of these cheaper quality vendors, if you go to the back, wow, okay, even though it's a bit bigger, once that's been bleached, that is still given seamless, and that's what some good quality vendors, that's how big their knots are. So the fact that this is what's at the back, I can even show you some other places. Really good. Here, once it's bleached, it's good. And what lace is this? HD lace. Can you see how thin it is? So we're gonna do the pulling here. Can you see how it starts to like thread off easily? That's a good indication of HD lace. If I pulled it and it's not tucking, trash it. So now if I put this on my skin, okay, it doesn't have a shiny film, so that indicates that it hasn't been highly, like the material wouldn't like give you any like reactive feelings, like your body wouldn't react to it in a certain way. Even here, like I can't see the lace, but the lace, I don't know. And now we've got the 613. Thank you. I like how they mapped it out. Once again, the knots. Can you see how you can't see the knots because this has already been coloured? So now when it goes on your skin, it's just the best.
Beautiful best. Can I have your hand? You can see.
Okay, that's a good signage. Okay, then do it on another random bundle.
Three, two, one.
So we've just finished visiting Factory A. They were happy to answer questions and they were happy to show us around the factory. Let's get into the hair. Hair first impression. They were able to show unprocessed hair, processed hair, hair that is being wefted, and hair that they are in the process of rejecting. A lot of pointers there. They were able to educate me on each type of hair, the origin of the hair, and they didn't hold back on any information that was needed, because once again, I am the middleman. They're the source. So I need to be able to understand what I'm selling and who I can sell to. Because at the end of the day, at Banks the brand, we only want to sell the best hair. We want to be able to cater to you guys an exceptional quality, as you can and will be able to come down to our store, salon, and buy hair. Bundles. One thing I saw about the bundles that really caught my attention was the fact that they were able to show unprocessed hair, hair that was being processed, hair that would be soon to be rejected, and hair that is already done. The wefts were stitched perfectly. The feeling and the texture of the hair ticked all the boxes, but There's a few things that I did flag up to them and they were able to explain why, which you'll be able to see in the clip. In regards to the frontals and the closures, mixed feelings about it, because if you do understand, at the start of a frontal, it's meant to have small knots. In fact, throughout, it should have small knots. But I was educated that towards the back, they do need to do bigger knots to preserve the life of the frontal. That's the quality check. In regards to just to sum up all the hair as a whole, ticks a few boxes, didn't tick a few other boxes, and I was able to speak to them and understand why it didn't tick those boxes. First impressions. Warm welcome, positive environment. No one seemed like they didn't want to be there. Nothing screaming red flags to me. They were very organized. In regards to cleanliness, there wasn't like food wrappers, spillages, nothing like that, but it is a hair factory, so keep that in mind. Safety, when you walked into the factory, there wasn't any like uncontainable weird smells, so it does also signify that they don't process their hair. The only time they process their hair is to get certain textures, certain curls. A number of workers, there was a substantial amount of workers in there, but it wasn't like jam-packed. I would say there was definitely under 10. They explained thoroughly that they are able to handle big orders. They explained that why. Fun fact, majority of the hair that is sold in Vietnam is Indian hair, and there's a small quantity of Vietnamese hair. They were very transparent in regards to their processes. They explained that in that factory, they done the wefting, filter out hair, rejecting hair, but they did make it clear that the rejected hair does get sold to other vendors. And that's one thing I'll definitely look out for when dealing with other vendors. And the reason why I do say that is you have to understand that good quality things doesn't come at a cheap price. More time, they reject some vendors, not this vendor, mix rejected hair and preserved hair, raw hair, into one to make it more fuller, bigger, and look the part. So just to rate the factory as a whole, professionalism, 10 out of 10. The fact that they were able to speak thorough English, perfect. There was a few jargon barriers, but it didn't need me to get out Google Translate. Hair quality, love the hair quality, exactly what is being marketed. Transparency, very transparent. They even pushed us to go out and experience other vendors to understand the dynamic and the culture of selling hair and dealing with factories in Vietnam. Communication was thorough throughout. They have different individuals on the WhatsApp, so you're gonna get fast replies. They are very confident, body language was calm, wasn't showing any signs of double thinking or needing to overly clarify. You have to educate me. You're not trying to sell it to me. He didn't try to sell it to me. That's one thing I did like that hooks me with that factory. They wasn't trying to sell it. They were trying to explain. Overall, would give the factory a good 8 out of 10, only because I didn't get to see the other factory and bigger warehouse. Doesn't mean I wouldn't sell it. I'm definitely adding this factory to the ebook because they hit quality. If you want long lasting hair, if you want hair that's gonna give you that product and make you feel like you, if you want quality over quantity, shop at Banks the brand. You're going out, you need hair to give that, luscious bone straight look. I wouldn't say that's that factory. Now we're gonna go to the next vendor. I'm gonna tell them we're on our way. We wait for this cab for half an hour.
Where are you from? It's my office.
Yeah. Where's the factory? I thought I was going to the factory.
Factory is about 5 kilometers.
Okay, let's see it first, please. This is so new to me, guys. That's why I'm laughing nervously, because it's so new to me. I don't know how to even express this emotion. Hey, this is very nice. Yeah. What's the definition of raw hair?
Yes, all here is raw.
But what is raw hair?
Raw hair is made by single donor.
What single donor? What does that mean?
Yes, my stock single donor is the flower one.
Look, this one.
It is gray hair.
So when do you sell it like this?
If you want, I can remove.
She's been in the hair business for 20 years. And she's been in her mom's been in the hair business for 20 years, and she's been in the hair business for 8 years. Ooh, what do you like about it?
Đây là nghề.
So where do most of your customers come from? So where does your raw hair come from?
My raw hair come from single donor.
Okay.
We collect Vietnamese from Vietnamese girls.
Because I was told that most hair that's sold in Vietnam is actually Indian hair.
We just sell Vietnamese hair. When you use my hair, you will feel my quality, and you can check my ladies in the ChatGPT.
Huh?
Yes.
Where does your raw Vietnamese hair come from?
Vietnamese girl, you can see this is my hair. And when the hair grows long, the Vietnamese girl will cut and sell to me.
Can I see the hair before it's been processed?
Yes, I will bring $1 for you now.
Thank you.
Cut from one Vietnamese girl.
That's the thing about raw hair. Even though like this could be the let's just say example. This is the best quality raw hair. The woman stayed out of the heat. She maintained her hair. She used the right serum. She done a good hair treatment whenever the best time is to do so. But if we got this one raw single donor bundle, we got another one and we got another and mixed them all in. There's so many different cuticles that are being mixed into one, so it just does that. After it was cut, what happened to it?
We will wash and wet it.
I don't want to misinterpret you. There's a natural brown to it and I love it. I would even wear this. Okay.
And you can see the hair in my hair is still.
Yes, because it's raw.
It's a normal.
Raw hair is normal. It's normal. You gotta maintain it. Has this hair ever been dyed?
No.
Curly is steamed and chemically processed.
Natural straight is no process. Curly is curly steam.
Okay. How old are the donors usually?
From 20 to 30.
Okay. Who makes the wefts?
Double web in my factory. I can make and production time about 2 weeks for big quantity.
Battery number 2. It was an office space located in her home. I don't know if that's the culture here in Vietnam, but walked in, there was hair everywhere. And when we went to the office, we were brought with hair that she was currently just getting ready to pack up and ship to clients. In regards to the quality of the hair obviously looked good. It's going to look good. They're going to present to you good quality hair. In regards to feeling it, I didn't feel any plastic feelings. There was consistency throughout the curl patterns. There was consistency throughout bundles. But would I personally sell hair from that vendor? I wouldn't. Only because, yes, she was able to do a cuticle test. Yes, she was able to explain why, but there was a lot of things that she did hold back on. Questions that were asked, I understand you're not meant to give everyone your sauce, but if you're gonna work with someone that is going to be dealing with your hair as well, you'd like to be transparent. The transparency was not there. In regards to questions that was being asked, yes, she was able to answer the questions, but was holding information back, which didn't make me feel comfortable as someone that is going to potentially sell that hair. Would I add this to the ebook? No, I wouldn't. If I'm not using it, why would I sell? First impressions, obviously her house. She operates from her home. That was in the factory. It was like a home office type thing. Organized, no. I think when you walk in, there was a worker, I think wefting some of the bundles. So with that being said, I think that's my answer. Safety, there wasn't any risks or hazards, evidently, because there was assigned areas for assigned things, so that was okay. In regards to number of workers, I only saw one, but once again, that was just the office. Hair quality, my hands didn't run through the hair, suggesting that the cuticles were not aligned. They only sold raw hair, but as you're aware, a lot of vendors are gonna say they sell raw hair. So far, Up until that point, I hadn't met any vendors that sold any virgin hair. So I asked for her definition of raw and virgin. She was able to give the generic definition, but unlike the first vendor, which I'm top of my books right now, he explained the types of different collectors who would categorize raw, virgin, hair, and why. She didn't do that. It was like more scripted answers. That's how I felt. It was just scripted answers. Welcoming and professional. Welcoming, moderate welcome. Wasn't a warm, graceful, hi, how are you? This is who I am. This is my name. What's your name? No, it was hi, let's get to it type of thing. Did anything immediately stand out? Yes, there was hair everywhere. I don't think that's something I would like to sell, because how can I ensure that this hair is going to be thoroughly washed once it's been processed, once it's been curated, once it's been packaged, it's on the floor? Do you do regular cleans? How can I ensure that regular cleans are done? It's a home. Organization, I wouldn't say it was misorganized, because there was a worker actively working and she was working before we did come. It could have been better. Organization could have been better. To summarize, I'll give that factory a good 4 out of 10. Well, that office a good 4 out of 10, because it's an office space, it's at a home, and there was just things everywhere that I just wouldn't be able to ensure that you're keeping my hair to a certain standard, you're operating effectively. As you guys can see, I am knackered. I need to eat. We are currently on our way to the factory, and let's just see. I feel I'm getting the hang of it and how to just like speak to them, because there is a language barrier.
Okay, the first is the virgin hair, the hair from multiple dollar mix.
Yeah. This is what you guys like, but I don't want to. So this is a one-use hair. It's flowing. Do you have 40 inches? And do you have tape-ins? Has been operating for 10 years. Wow. So how many employees work here? How much is that wig?
160.
Yeah. Let me get this. Wait, do you have any longer?
How many?
Let me see 14. No. 14 6x6. Cool. I'll get this. Let's get this price down though, please. This is longer. Yeah. Let me see this, please. So guys, if you're a person that wants to just slap a wig on, slap a wig off, this is what you buy. Who are your biggest clients?
Biggest market in Africa, Nigeria, Ghana, Congo, South Africa, many countries.
What's your shipping times?
Depend on the detail order. For example, if you take bundle, take like black, I have here, fit for you now. But if you want custom in blonde, in another color, it takes longer time. So it depends on detail order.
So how long roughly?
Shipping to London, UPS, FedEx for 5 days.
And where does your raw hair come from?
In Vietnam, raw hair is $6 Vietnamese hair, cut from Vietnamese people. We have a person go and select the hair around Vietnam.
Can I see the hair before it's processed? Is the hair completely raw?
Raw hair. You buy raw hair, it's raw hair. But if you buy virgin, it's mixed hair.
Which textures do you have?
We have the catalog. Maybe you can chat on WhatsApp, and our staff send you more video and picture.
How many donors make one bundle? The wefts. So the wefts of the bundle, who makes them? What is your biggest complaint?
Biggest complaint for the hair. For the virgin hair, we have the complaint about the shedding or the tangle, because the virgin hair from multiple donors, so it requires customer take care more to the hair. If you want the best, you buy the baby, you buy the raw hair, no tangle, no shedding at all, and no complaint about the raw and baby.
What's baby?
Single donor cut from children.
How much is 16 inches?
16, one bundle 16.
See raw again, please. Inch bundles, please.
In that bundle here, see the 16 and 18.
How much is this together?
So here one bundle 16 raw.
And then 2.
2, 3, 2. Every month you buy in big quantity, we will offer for you like the VIP price, more better price for you.
Do a cuticle test, please. Do you have 18, 20, 22, 24? Let me see it, please. And how much is this? And then the next clip of the other factory. Wow, showstopper. A lot of workers in there, aesthetically pleasing, wigs on show. Who wouldn't love it? But I didn't. First impressions, warm welcomes, expressive, stating how the tour's gonna go. We go to the first factory. In that factory, they did the wefting, creating of the hair, and they had the products organized, tucked away. In regards to the hair quality, if you love a bust down, shiny, show-stopping wig, woo, that is for you. No. They had a thing called baby raw and raw hair. Baby raw is cut from kids around 11 to 15. Raw hair is raw unprocessed hair. When you feel the hair, you can feel that plastic film on it. That signifies it's highly processed hair. But they then told us that majority of their clientele come from UAE and Africa, mostly Nigerian and South African women. With that vendor, that's the vendor that you sell to if you need hair ASAP. You're going out, you got a last minute, your hair didn't come in time. You know that that's only gonna be that wig. It's gonna be a middle part wig or it's gonna be a side part wig. That's the vendor you use because they're not ensuring long-term quality. Their prices were so good, but you're gonna need to go back there. Do you know what I mean? The minute you wash that hair, you'll see the imperfections. In regards to the unprocessed and filter out good and bad hair, they were unable to do so. The way that they do their quality checks is simply just looking at it. That's not what I need. Would I sell this vendor? It has to be one-on-one straight to the client. I wouldn't put this vendor on my vendor list. If, for example, a lovely man or lady was coming to me saying they need hair, they need a bundle, they're doing a frontal ponytail right now, but they're not gonna have the hair for long. This is the vendor. This is literally the vendor. They're gonna cut up the bundle, they're gonna do the cash doll look. This is the vendor. If they said they're gonna reuse the vendor, all these things, then my original vendor. Pause there. This is where some of you guys can say, is she now gonna mix her long-term vendor with her short-term vendor to make a profit? No, I wouldn't do so. Only because that now affects my integrity as a business. You see me, if you go on my social media pages, all the wigs the only time I recently, like this is my second blonde wig from my vendor within the last 3 years. One straight, I'm only really just straightened this on a low pass. One pass, it's blonde hair, it's been processed. You can't put so much heat on hair. You have to understand that hair needs to be maintained. You have to maintain it effectively. Virgin hair is easy to be maintained. Raw hair, you have to maintain it because that's hair that has been preserved. That's hair that hasn't been colored. It's hair. It can get tangled. It can shed. When you even brush your own hair, there is not huge quantities of shedding, but you lose hair. So just to summarize that company, if you want that vendor, the quality, it looked, from just looking at it, the quality was wow, show-stopping, bone straight, nice, bounces on your bum every time you walk, but it doesn't ensure that it's gonna be long-term. That's the only thing. From dealing with customers, I do not want, and I would hate for a customer to come back to me saying, the hair you sold shedded excessively, was tangling. I can't even run my hands through the hair. That's not what I want to sell. You run your hands through that hair, oh baby, it's running out smoothly. The cuticles are aligned. You can bleach raw hair that we sell 2613 if done correctly. Being in hair for as long as I've been in hair, you have to understand, guys, you can't just think it's easy to maintain. If you want hair easily to be maintained, this is the vendor for you. You can just make your 6x6 wig on, off, on, off. You don't wear it too much so you can still preserve that silky coating that's on the wig. If you want hair that you're gonna wear it to work, you're gonna fiddle around with it, you might experiment on the hair. My original vendor that I've been using for the past 6 years is the vendor. At the end of the day, guys, just to summarize the vendors that I have put in this clip, in this video, there's other vendors, but those vendors I love them. I can't just give that for free, but you can get it on the ebook, which will be another video spent in depth of what to ask them, how to spot the red flags, what tests to do, what things to look out for, all the above. The type of business that I want to be, the type of vendor that I want to be, you can trust that the money you've invested is gonna last you. With that being said, you guys have been on this journey with us from the photo shoot when I was young, in uni, full of life, still full of life, but a bit educated. No, I'm taking things slowly. I want to be able to give you guys that satisfaction of knowing that, oh, thanks to brand bundles, I'm back, I'm me, this is who I am. My hair flows, there's no problems. Like, out of all the 99 problems I have, hair is not one of them. That's the vibe I want to give you guys. Vietnam was a new experience. It was lovely. The people here are lovely. They're not rude, they're not aggressive. Traffic's crazy though. Would I come back? Yeah. Standard of living is, there's community. London compared to Vietnam, completely different. I feel like it's fast paced. Everyone's moving. Whereas here, everyone's moving at their own pace. Everyone's doing their own thing. Then where they do meet and connect, it's just a flow. A couple of the things that I'm thankful for this trip is just to say alhamdulillah, I was able to even come here. Alhamdulillah for my business. Alhamdulillah that I've been able to be educated and be able to have been able to come here. You know what I mean? And I feel like even if God forbid, things don't go out as planned, just being able to conduct like market research for my brand shows a lot of initiative. It's been able to remind me of myself and remind me that my track record does show that I am and I will succeed in business. You know what I mean? And all I can say is alhamdulillah. If I had to think about something I would have done differently coming to Vietnam, I feel like I wouldn't have done anything different. Fresh experience, no expectations, came here with an open mind to a certain extent, not to the greatest extent, but to a little certain extent. I did try to like live the way they live. I didn't try to eat foreign food. I did try to indulge in their culture and the things that they do eat. So I feel like if I was coming here again, then definitely I would come with a different approach. But for now, first time, I loved it. It's a memorable one. It healed and it stimulated a part in me that I haven't been able to come to terms with. And I can only say alhamdulillah for that, you know? Different environments stimulate your mind in different ways. And I'm thankful for that. Moving forward, it's just straight back to the drawing board. When I get back to London, I think I need to dedicate 6 months to myself. And as business is a part of my foundation, I'm still going to stimulate my mind in the way an entrepreneur would. But I do need to invest in my health. I need to invest in my physical health. I need to give back to those that fueled me in times I couldn't fuel myself. I need to really take my deen serious. And I need to just be intentional and just live in the moment. I feel like when you're striving and you're chasing something, you tend to just think about the end goal instead of living in the moment. And that's how I feel like opportunities do pass you. Because instead of you trying to connect with people, you're just thinking that, oh, you're not where I want to be, so I don't need you, when that's not the case. In order for me to get to where I want to be, I need to indulge in the people that I'm encountering. Some last words for my viewers is, you guys have seen me start, stop. You've seen me try, you've seen me exceed, but that was in my teenage years. Now we're moving on to adulthood. Now it's time to face the music. Now it's time to be honest with a bit of delusion, but not too much delusion. And now it's just time to just fuel me and put all my eggs in my basket and just go forward, trying and striving, never give up. Trust yourself, learn yourself, heal yourself, prepare yourself. You may not have all the answers, but just trying that 1% every single day. I am the brand. Banks is that brand. Banks is the brand.